Earlier in the show, we talked about the top 3 secrets of getting a good night's rest, but there might be some medical problems that you have or somebody you love has that doesn't allow them to get a good night's sleep. So we have a sleep specialist with us today from the Sleep-Wake Center at University Healthcare System. Dr. Paul Teman, tell us a little bit about, there's something out there called sleep apnea that a lot of men have. Not so many women, but there are women.
The full term is called obstructive sleep apnea.
Okay.
And it is more common in men, but I think some of that is that we look for it more in men.
Okay.
I think with a lot of diseases that can happen. But what happens is when you go to sleep, the airway normally gets a little narrow, and that causes snoring. And in some people, that airway gets so narrow that it actually completely closes off, causing, that's where the term obstructive sleep apnea comes from.
So while snoring might be irritating for your partner, it might be dangerous for you.
Exactly. And the only way you would know is if you're waking up, for example, and some people don't know why they're waking up. And
or you might just feel tired the next day because you're not getting a good night's sleep.
Sleepiness is one of the main symptoms of sleep apnea. Because it's not that it's not the quantity of sleep, it's the quality that is being disrupted.
Right. And if people have problems, they can come to University Health System. You have a Sleep-Wake Center, so you can actually diagnose. But I want to talk a little bit about what you brought here. These are actually for people with sleep apnea, but does it help them get a good night's sleep?
Well, like I said, the airway gets narrow and sometimes completely closes off. And these are called CPAP machines. And CPAP is an acronym, kind of like SCUBA.
Yes.
It stands for Continuous Positive Airway Pressure.
Okay.
And what it does is it blows air in and it pressurizes the back of the throat, keeping it from collapsing.
To open up that airway.
To keep it from, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because what happens is when that airway closes off, your oxygen level, it's kind of like you're holding your breath several times during the night, and that airway, the oxygen level kind of starts going down, and then that causes the brain to react to that, waking up.
Okay, we brought somebody in. I wanted to show you exactly how, because is it uncomfortable? I think a lot of people find it to be uncomfortable. Why don't you come around the back here?
Well, one of the important things that we do at our sleep center is that, just to let you know, we fit everyone with a mask. So this isn't fitted for your face. It's just fine. We brought out some examples.
And this is the tube. It's almost like does it put oxygen in?
No, it's not. Well, there are some devices that put oxygen in, but the majority, it's just plain room air. And it's basically, it's a air pump, and it blows air in, pressurizing the back of the throat.
Now, if you stop breathing while you're doing this, will it sound an alarm?
Well, technically, you don't stop breathing. I mean, you're on kind of automatic pilot. The mechanism to keep breathing is still there. It's just that the airway collapses.
And very shallow.
Exactly.
So you're not getting the oxygen that you should.
Exactly.
Is this very expensive? And does, oh my gosh, I feel the air coming out of here. So you just put it on.
Exactly. Yep.
Wow. There's a lot of air coming out of here. Now, can you adjust it as to?
That's part of the sleep study. We don't know what pressure is required to keep a particular individual's airway open, and that has to be adjusted through a sleep study. We have it come in. First of all, we get the diagnosis. So usually we have you sleep without anything other than the electrical gear that we
and just watch your sleep patterns overnight. And then you might need something like this. Insurance covers this?
Yes. This is on the list of things to prevent further heart problems. This is one of them, and I really emphasize that it's kind of like up there with high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and sleep apnea should be on that list too, because over many years, every time that airway closes off, it's a stress on the heart.
Oh my goodness. So you don't even think about those things?
No.
Well, head over to University Health System, and we have a special number here that you want to call the Sleep-Wake Center. It's 581-3067. Sleep-Wake Center, University Healthcare System, 801-581-3067. Dr. Paul Teman, thank you so much for helping us understand, and I think if you or a loved one's not getting a good night's sleep, this might be the problem, so check with you.
That's right. Come in for an evaluation.
Thank you so much. I think you're saving a lot of people's sleep and saving maybe a lot of people's longevity, too.
I hope so.
Okay.
Thank you.